the best pick. And
Talking about
my
Sonic
yeah,
or Little Mac?
Sonic. So
Okay.
my reasoning for that is like, so with Sonic, or rather with Little Mac,
Mhm.
so many of his options are safe on shield. He almost beats shield just because of how bad the shield pressure is and how bad the shield damage is.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to get a grab or even whiff punish if you're shielding or playing like too defensive.
That
So
makes
your
sense.
the biggest two things that hurt Little Mac is someone who can whiff punish out of shield, meaning someone who can run halfway across the stage in like half a second
Right.
and like catch a whiffed F smash or whatever, and someone who can circle camp him.
Yeah,
And
makes
I feel like
sense.
the
Just run
limited
around
aerial
stage.
mobility that like the Earth Bounties have, like they're floaty, but they fall slow, so they're
You're
able.
just a sitting duck. You're just up there, just waiting to get hit.
Right. So I was
so
gonna say,
a
if
KO
there's
punch does.
yeah, but then
Oh,
this
you can't
happens.
be
And
shielding.
yeah, KO punch straight through the fully charged
can't be
shield.
afraid of
That's
it.
what's
You
going to
have
happen
to-
to you. Yeah, you kind of got to grab the bull by the horns and just throw out that spot dodge.
You
Like
gotta
you
pin
might
Smash
get
4
red.
and just spam that roll.
Also works. But yeah, you got to practice your spot dodging. If you're going to play against Little Mac, you got to practice your spot dodging. But that Gimp off stage
Ooh.
just took that stock. So
That's
Little
brutal.
Mac, great on stage, very easy to pick up. Like Vanilla was saying, this destroyed shields in general. But as soon as you get off stage, things get dicey. And Sonic has had the distinct advantage of having a recovery that doesn't make him helpless after he jumps off of that little that springboard. So the fact that he can jump with his recovery and then also land with the attack makes things extra difficult for
It's also
Little
a
Mac.
great option for him to deal with Little Mac's down smash 2 framing. Because that's one of Little Mac's better kill tools, is how nice that down smash is for catching a 2 frame.
Okay.
And because there's no free fall on the up B, you can up B early and just avoid the whole scenario and land
That
on
makes a
top
lot
of
of
an
sense.
aerial.
All right,
Like,
but Little
just
Mac,
like that.
I was going to say Little Mac does have his KO punch
Not
back, and
anymore.
he got the first stock. Does not get the second stock off of it. But when you're using Little Mac, yeah, 109% is definitely kill percentage on your opponent, no matter who he is. The counter doesn't actually connect, so it was activated but didn't connect because Sonic is just too fast and just flew right over it. Let's see if that 2 frame happens. Does not.
Looked to
All
miss spaced, but not
Ooh,
confident.
very aggressive off-stage play. Gets back up, though. Using the platform to his advantage, jumping right over Sonic, or Flux, I should say.
I can
but yeah.
definitely tell Squilliam isn't comfortable in the matchup. He doesn't look like he knows how to respond to the different charges Sonic goes for.
Right.
But who can blame him? Sonic's not a particularly popular character in this game, in my experience.
Very obscure. Yeah, you don't run into many of him in brackets.
Thankfully.
Yeah. But yeah, Little Mac just has such a great combination of strength and speed. Like, he's ridiculously fast because he doesn't have much to do off stage, and he's ridiculously strong because he's the boxer of the game. And yeah, like, he lacks a lot of things that make a high tier character. Like, he lacks the off-stage presence, but as far as just
The
picking
ability
him
to
up,
jump
yeah, pretty much. But like
in a
this,
game where jumps are the best out of shield
are
option.
very important.
Ooh.
But yeah, like I said, like sometimes you don't need all the extra stuff. Just
Doesn't
play the
matter when you
very
have the
basic
read.
neutral game. Like, if you're smart enough to make the reads, you
You
can
know
throw
where
out the
he's
big
going.
smash attack.
You hit him with the big punch.
Right.
That was so nice.
All right. And if you're Squilliam, right? Squilliam, you got to feel really good about that. Catching Sonic, because Sonic is just so darn fast and so like difficult to get a hold of. Like,
Now,
making him
dude.
run into like these huge commitment attacks, it's gotta make you feel good. You feel like you're in the zone right now. Like, I'm all
Ooh,
over
He
this.
let him
See,
take
this,
Mac to
yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, that is a bold and
You know what?
brave decision.
Maybe
kind of a
it's just a
flex.
comfort thing. So, because that's what I did when I lost to Little Mac. Like, I went to FD not
Uh-huh.
because I thought it was a particularly good matchup, just because I love FD in general. Just take
That
all
was
the
a mistake.
platforms out the way.
I
and
do
let
that
me
with
fight that.
that's me in Battlefield.
See, exactly.
Well, it's slowly becoming Town and City for me, but
Mhm.
in the last game it was me in Battlefield. I'd be like Rob Zero Suit. I'd be like, all right, let's go Battlefield. They're like, are you sure?
That doesn't make any sense.
They'd be like, all right,
It doesn't make any sense
oh
to
God,
you.
and I'm just like, yeah.
This is
do
what
it.
I'm doing. No matter what. I don't care what the matchups say. Like, I don't care what the knowledge says about it. This is what I feel comfortable with.
Right.
I'm going with it. Absolutely.
I love going to town because the platform layout is so much fun to combo off of.
With your Pikachu.
Yeah, I absolutely love playing on town.
Gotcha.
But
Same.
I also hate it because you die at like 30%.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
not how you want to start
Sonic.
being negative a game too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want to just give things away. And like you
Af-
said, he's already down a
And you
game.
can't camp.
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
camp
no
on this
platforms.
stage.
You're just stuck, and yeah, with no platforms to run away from.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, he avoids it that time. Okay, you
Great
take your
little
deep breath.
backdash.
You take your deep breath. You have to absolutely take advantage of this if you're Flux. You got to get this stock off.
Yes, there we
before
go.
He gets KO punch again. That's exactly what he does. You're only at 25%. Like, that's nothing to be upset about at
You
all.
can never challenge the Sonic F Smash because the actual release of the Sonic F Smash is only 3 frames. It
Oh,
comes
wow,
out
that's really
so
fast.
if you've
Okay.
charged it up.
Wow.
So you contesting it is just a big mistake.
That's just not smart. Okay, the counter is a little
Doesn't
early.
get punished though.
There you go.
It's
Good
not a
jabs.
mistake if you don't get hit for it.
Good read.
Oh,
and then the
yeah.
upbeat doesn't quite kill, but Sonic at 82%, you're getting really close to kill percentage against a strong Little Mac. And KO punch not quite here yet. The last thing you want, if you're, I was gonna say last thing if you want is your Flux is to
Can't
die
land on him.
before the KO punch comes out.
Doesn't matter how good your aerial is. That up smash has
Ooh.
armor.
So now we're in very scary 2-stock range for Flux. If he takes like 20% damage, he might die.
Ooh,
but
okay.
he gets
KO punch
hit,
is gone.
takes a KO punch off the board.
It is kind of crazy how, like, in a position like this, Flux is either, like, doomed to be 2-stock right now,
Or he can
or
run
he
the whole
wins.
thing back.
Yeah, it's so volatile still. And I think that's, like, that's sort of, like, the unattractive nature of, like, picking Mac as a character. It's like, you kind of have to just always accept, it's not really RNG, but it's just, like, you are always playing with a dominant lead and a terrible deficit at the
Right.
same time.
Like you're either on top of the world or you're really freaking scared of letting this whole thing slide away from you.
Great
and
shield
back
throw.
throw.
Or both.
Will that kill? Let's see the edge
Back
guard.
throw, that's
Ooh,
Ooh,
beautiful
good
counter.
used to get back on
Uses that
stage.
little dash the counter does to get him back. on
Extending
stage.
this life, he's going to
Fail
get
through?
KO punch again before he dies.
Fail.
Or at least he's going to
Oh,
try
no,
to.
that is not what you want to do. Why did he even air dodge? I'm sure. What did that offer him?
Sometimes
he is
you know,
invincible.
But he was so high.
it's one of those things where, you know what, we're in redemption bracket for a reason. And oh my goodness, like I said, you don't want to let him get that KO punch back. He did exactly that. And Squilliam, like I said, either playing with a really big deficit or you're scared. But yeah, I mean, you're playing with a really big lead or you're scared.
You don't
he
take
gets
Mac to
two
FD.
stocks.
Like, it doesn't matter how comfortable you are on the stage. You don't take Mac to FD.
Flux was available. He was able to avoid one of those KO punches, I believe, but
You
he
gotta
just got
avoid
too many. You
Nearly
got to
all of
avoid,
them.
like,
You
yeah.
can take like one in a game, and that's okay. But any more than that,
Yeah.
you're